Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. This is biology session, chemical coordination in animals. We have successfully completed the lesson. So in today's video, let us discuss the questions which appeared from this chapter in the various competitive exams. Okay, so before going to start the questions, let us have a quick review of concepts. What is the endocrine system? The endocrine system consists of many endocrine glands or ductless glands which secrete chemical substances called hormones. Okay, these hormones are directly released into the blood. The hormones are the information molecules or chemical messengers which regulate specific physiological processes in the target cell, tissues, or organs. Hormones coordinate the activities of different organs and tissues, isn't it? For example, the thyroid gland secretes thyroxine, triiodothyroxine, and calcitonin, which enhance the metabolic rate, promote growth, and tissue differentiation. The failure of thyroid secretion produces in children cretinism in young age and mixed edema in adults. Hypersecretion or excess secretion of thyroid hormone causes Graves' disease or acromegaly. Parathyroid secrete a parathormone which increases the blood calcium and renal absorption of calcium from the urine. Deficiency of parathormone lowers the blood calcium and consequently causes tetany. The adrenal cortex secretes three groups of steroid hormones: mineralocorticoids such as aldosterone, which increases retention of sodium in the body and elimination of the potassium from the body; glucocorticoids such as cortisol regulates the metabolism of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Adrenal medulla secretes adrenaline and noradrenaline. These hormones function in a coordinated way with the sympathetic nervous system. Adrenal medullary hormones are secreted during stress and they help in combating the stress conditions and thus called emergency hormones. The anterior pituitary hormones, growth hormone, it stimulates the body growth. Thyrotropin stimulates thyroid to secrete its hormones. Follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone regulate the gonads and their hormone secretions. And prolactin causes milk secretion. Deficiency of the growth hormone causes dwarfism, and over secretion causes gigantism in the young and acromegaly in adults. Okay, so thyroxine, cretinism, and Graves' disease in adults, whereas growth hormone excess, if it is released in adults, it causes acromegaly, gorilla face. The pancreatic islets of Langerhans. Pancreas is a mixed gland. The endocrine part of pancreas is islets of Langerhans. Secrete insulin on being stimulated by a rise in the blood sugar or blood amino acid level. Insulin lowers the blood sugar by increasing the utilization of the glucose and storage of the glucose as glycogen in the tissues such as liver and muscles. The insulin deficiency or hyposecretion causes diabetes mellitus. Okay, the vasopressin is a hormone. It is also called antidiuretic hormone, which is secreted by the pituitary. Its hyposecretion causes diabetes insipidus, where the polyuria, excess of urine, is produced because reabsorption of water mechanism is stopped by hyposecretion of vasopressin. Okay children, let us proceed. The questions which appeared in the previous Olympiads and the competitive different contexts. The first question, endocrine glands are those which put their secretions directly into ducts, blood, both, none of these. It is the blood. The pituitary gland's posterior lobe produces two hormones called vasopressin and oxytocin, cortisone and corticosterone, progesterone and estradiol, testosterone and androsterone. Vasopressin and oxytocin are the two important hormones which are secreted by the posterior lobe of the pituitary. Alpha cells of pancreas secretes. Alpha cells secrete insulin. Okay, renin, tyline, glucagon. Alpha cell secretes insulin. The growth hormone is produced in thyroid, adrenal, gonads, pituitary. Which of the endocrine glands is responsible for the metamorphosis of tadpole? Pituitary, thyroid, adrenal, islets of langerhans. It is a thyroxine hormone which influences the metamorphosis into tadpole. So thyroid. So undersecretion of the thyroxine in children causes acromegaly, cretinism, hypertension, goiter. Cretinism. Which disease is caused by the deficiency of thyroxine in the adult? Diabetes insipidus, diabetes mellitus, mixed edema, exophthalmic goiter. It is mixed edema. The pituitary gland is described as a leader of endocrine orchestra in vertebrates because it controls growth, thyroid gland, gonads, adrenals, thyroid, gonads and adrenals. Okay, it controls almost all glands. The blood pressure is controlled by adrenal gland, thyroid, thymus, corpus luteum. It is the adrenal gland which controls the blood pressure. ACTH is secreted by adrenal cortex, thyroid, adrenal medulla, pituitary. ACTH means Adrenocorticotropic hormone. Next, testosterone is secreted by Leydig cells, Sertoli cells, acinar cells, follicular cells. Leydig cells of the testis produce or secrete testosterone hormone. Secretin hormone is secreted from stomach and stimulates gastric glands, ileum and stimulates liver, thyroid and stimulates thyroid, duodenum and stimulates pancreas. It is produced by the duodenum and stimulates the pancreas. Insulin hormone is secreted by alpha cells of pancreas, beta cells of pancreas, delta cells of pancreas, acinar cells of pancreas, alpha cells of pancreas. Due to hyposecretion from pituitary, the disease is goiter, encephalitis, diabetes insipidus, diabetes mellitus. Diabetes insipidus due to hyposecretion of vasopressin hormone produced by pituitary. Next, the hormone that promotes the reabsorption of water by nephron is, it is also called ADH, antidiuretic hormone. Come on. Here the option: androgen, parathormone, vasopressin, oxytocin. It is the vasopressin. Epinephrine is stomach of nephron, adrenal hormone, glomerulus of mammalian kidney, proximal part of nephron. Epinephrine is the adrenal hormone. Which one of the following is both exo and endocrine gland? Thyroid, pancreas, pairs, patches, thymus. The pancreas is the mixed gland, both exocrine and endocrine in function. Islets of Langerhans are found in spleen, liver, pancreas, pituitary. Islets of Langerhans are the endocrine part of pancreas. Hormone from thyroid glands is thyroxine, thyroiodine, parathyroxine, thyroprotein. It is the thyroxine. Next, the reabsorption of water in the kidney is under the control of a hormone: LH, ADH, STH, ACTH. It is the ADH. Next, development of secondary sexual characters in females is controlled by estrogen, oxytocin, testosterone, progesterone. Estrogen. The hormone which regulates calcium and phosphorus metabolism is secreted by thyroid, parathyroid, adrenal, pancreas. It is the parathyroid, which is not under the control of pituitary, adrenal cortex, thyroid, adrenal medulla, testis, adrenal medulla. Insulin regulates growth, respiration, sugar in blood, blood pressure. Sugar in blood. The concentration of the urine is controlled by MSH, ADH, oxytocin, ACTH. It is a ADH, antidiuretic hormone. If it is secreted in sufficient amounts, the urine concentration is normal. But if it is not produced, then the urine will be dilute with more water. Okay. Next. The ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormone, stimulates the adrenal cortex to release a hormone of group of hormones called mineralocorticoids, glucocorticoids, endomorphins or endorphins, glucagon. It is glucocorticoids. Adrenocorticotropic hormone stimulates the adrenal gland to produce epinephrine, aldosterone, cortisol, testosterone. Cortisol. An enlarged thyroid gland is a result of dash deficiency: calcium, iron, iodine, phosphorus. Iodine deficiency causes the enlargement of thyroid gland. What is the disease? What is that condition? Goiter, simple goiter. The hormone known to participate in metabolism of calcium and phosphorus is mineralocorticoids, calcitonin, glucagon, glucocorticoids. It is the calcitonin which regulates the metabolism of calcium and phosphorus. During growth period, release of too much growth hormone can lead to cretinism, acromegaly, gigantism, Simmons disease. Gigantism. Okay. Next, hormone responsible for the secretion of milk after parturition, means after childbirth. ICSH, interstitial cell stimulating hormone. Prolactin. ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormone. LH, luteinizing hormone. Secretion of milk means prolactin. Which gland produces this prolactin hormone? Pituitary gland. Which one of the following are the male sex hormones? Insulins, aldosterones, androgens, pheromones. Androgens are the group of male hormones. In adults, insufficient thyroxine can lead to goiter, tetany, cretinism, myxedema. Myxedema. Children, cretinism. In adults, myxedema. In children, hypothyroidism, underactive thyroid gland can lead to goiter, acromegaly, cretinism, myxedema. Cretinism. In the body, both the blood sodium and potassium levels are regulated by pheromones, aldosterone, cortisol, androgens. Aldosterone. In which of the following pairs the hormone of endocrine glands and its primary action is mismatched? Calcitonin, lower the blood calcium levels. Parathyroid, raises blood calcium levels. Somatostatin, inhibits the release of glucagon. Melatonin, regulates the rate of cellular metabolism. Which one? Melatonin, which regulates the rate of cellular metabolism. Okay, children. These are some of the questions. One more exercise is there that we will see. Okay. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.